Imagine this. You wake up at 7 a.m. Not because you have to, but because you want to. You make a coffee, check your phone, and see this. Dividend payment received, $4,300 from Johnson & Johnson. No boss. No alarm clock. Just you, living off passive income. And the best part? You didn't win the lottery. You didn't inherit a fortune. You simply followed a plan, a 5-step roadmap to building a dividend income of $100,000 per year by age 40. In this video, I'll break down every step you need to take. No gimmicks, no fluff, just real math, real habits, and real wealth. The first step isn't about money, it's about mindset. Most people think like employees. They trade time for money. But the wealthy? They buy assets that pay them over and over again. Warren Buffett once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die." To build a dividend machine, you need to rewire your brain to think like an investor. Every dollar you earn is a worker. And your job is to deploy those workers into income-producing assets. Here's a brutal truth. If you earn $80,000 a year and save none of it, you're not wealthy, you're just temporarily high-earning. The mindset shift is simple. Stop chasing lifestyle upgrades. Start chasing income upgrades. Because $100,000 in dividends doesn't come from luck. It comes from decades of delayed gratification. Let's talk numbers. How much money do you need invested to earn $100,000 per year in dividends? It depends on the yield. Here's the formula. Annual dividend income equals total investment times dividend yield. Now, let's reverse engineer. If you invest in dividend stocks with a 4% yield, you'll need $2.5 million. If you go with a 5% yield, you'll need $2 million. And if you target 6% yield, that's $1.66 million invested. Now that sounds like a lot, and it is. But that's why we're starting early, staying consistent, and compounding fast. Let's say you're starting at 25, and you want to reach $2 million by 15 years. That's roughly $3,000 per month invested, with an average return of 9% annually. And if you start at 30 instead of 25? Then you'll need to invest about $4,400 a month. Now here's where it gets interesting. We're not relying on salary alone. We'll use the power of compounding, tax efficiency, reinvestment, and dividend growth to cut years off that timeline. Stick with me. The real strategy starts now. Not all dividends are equal. Some companies pay high dividends but don't grow. Others pay modest yields but increase their payout every single year. You want both, income plus growth. This is called the dividend growth investing strategy, and it's what Warren Buffett used with Coca-Cola and Apple. Here's how to build a dividend growth portfolio. Start with dividend aristocrats, companies that have increased their dividend for 25 plus consecutive years. Examples: Johnson & Johnson, PepsiCo, Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola. Add high-yield REITs, real estate investment trusts, for passive income, Realty Income, ticker, O, Stag Industrial, Visi Properties. Include dividend ETFs like SEHD or VIME to diversify easily. And finally, reinvest every dividend. Use DRIP, the Dividend Reinvestment Plan, so your money compounds faster. A share that pays you today can pay you double 10 years from now, if you reinvest. Quick break. If you're serious about building wealth through dividends, subscribe now. I post 2 to 3 videos every week that simplify investing, wealth psychology, and passive income for people who want out of the rat race. Now, back to the plan. This step is the difference between average investors and wealthy ones. Taxes. If you build a $100,000 dividend stream in a regular brokerage account, you'll pay taxes every year. But if you build it in tax-advantaged accounts, you can legally keep more of what you earn. Here's how. In the US, use a Roth IRA. You pay taxes up front, and all dividends grow tax-free, forever. Use an HSA, health savings account, triple tax benefit. Contributions are tax-free, growth is tax-free, and withdrawals are tax-free for health expenses. Use your 401k to max employer match, but note, dividends are taxed as regular income when withdrawn. If you're outside the US, find your country's equivalent, like ASAs in the UK or TFSAs in Canada. The bottom line, max your tax shelters first. Otherwise, you're donating money to the government every year. This last step is where most people fail: consistency. They get bored. They chase shiny objects. Meme stocks, crypto pumps, IPO hype. But true dividend success is boring. It looks like this. You invest the same amount every month. You reinvest every dividend. You buy quality companies and never sell. You automate everything so your emotions don't ruin your plan. The most powerful wealth tool is time. $500 a month turns into $1 million over 30 years without ever increasing your contribution. But if you can increase your income, reduce lifestyle creep, and scale your monthly investment to $3,000, $4,000, or even $5,000 a month, you could hit $100,000 dividends a decade earlier. This isn't luck. It's not even complicated. It's just repetition, with discipline. Here's the full 5-step plan to earn $100,000 per year in dividends by 40. Rewire your mindset, think like an investor, not a consumer. Know the math, reverse engineer the target. Build the right portfolio, dividend growth plus reinvestment. Use tax-advantaged accounts, don't bleed money to taxes. Stay boring, automate, scale, and let time do its thing. And if you're starting late, that's fine too. Even $10,000 a year in dividends can give you freedom, choices. And that's what real wealth is about. If you got value from this video, give it a like. Subscribe for more dividend building strategies every week. And tell me in the comments, what's your target number for passive income? Remember, the earlier you start, the sooner you're free.